documentation guru. How are you doing today? I thought I would address a documentation tip, and today's focus is going to be on the issue of safety. So, I think I've shared on this channel that I straddle the worlds between rehab and medical now based on my full-time position and also on what I do on the side. And the issue of safety is integral to getting things paid for. Whether a drug or device or intervention is safe is a big question that insurance companies are going to ask. And of course, the Food and Drug Administration gets involved and determines whether something is safe. Well, the interventions that therapists do and the CPT codes that we build have already been determined to be safe and effective. But the word safety still has to do with whether you're going to get paid for what you do. And so just quick tip related to your documentation that you might find helpful is, besides showing that the intervention that you are doing is safe because of the way you administer it, also it's important to point out that it would be unsafe, obviously the opposite of safe, if somebody else were to try to do it. Because the bottom line is insurance companies are always looking to save a buck. That it involves CMS, that involves private payors, whatever the payment system might be, they want to make sure that they're getting the most bang for their buck, return on investment. And so if somebody can get an intervention that's already been proven safe and effective for somebody's issue, why couldn't something cheaper have delivered it? And I've used in my documentation course the example of Joe Buffsnow, personal trainer down at Planet Fitness, related to therapeutic exercise, because frankly, doing exercise can be done safely and effectively generally under the guidance of a trained personal trainer. So why would a therapist need to do therapeutic exercise? And then, of course, you can extrapolate that to any intervention that PT, OT, and speech does, or any other discipline for that matter. And so one of the things you might want to consider in documentation, especially when you have an intervention that is ongoing, the question then becomes, if it is ongoing, why could no one other than you do that service for the patient? And so bringing up in your documentation what makes it unsafe for an unlicensed, unskilled person to do that is really important. And so you always want to be looking to that in your assessments and analysis and updates to your plan of care. What makes it impossible for somebody else to do this? And the issue, again, is going to be whether or not somebody else could safely do what you're doing. And so just a little tip to keep in mind. Howdy, folks. Wisher GT, hello, and Unspeakable Junior, or JR. I don't know if you mean that as junior. I'm a junior. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Hope you're doing well. Take care, and God bless.